Hi everyone, how are you doing? Today, a little bit of sad news. I have lost one of my drones for good. It's finished. The first one I ever got, really, which was a DJI drone, was the Mavic Air 1, which was the white one. I've had that since 2018. I've done a lot with it. It's been great. I have three drones. Well, I did have three drones. Now I've got two. I lost it on Sunday. It was when it was windy. It was really windy, and I made a bit of a mistake. Well, a lot of a mistake really. I got too cocky and too silly. Just didn't think about what we're doing. And I'll tell you how I lost it, so then you can know what not to do when you're flying. Because I do know this. I just disregarded it and just thought, oh, I'll be all right. It'll come back, like you do. But this time, it didn't come back. I had a lot of problems, and I don't think there's any chance of me finding it. It's very slim. I've had a look for it. I can't find it. I've tried the Find My Drone, and I can't find it with that. It's. I'll explain why I can't find it in the video, because where it lost connection, it was on a hill going down, and it still had like 12%, and I was over the hill, so the signal went, and then it lost connection. So it might have lost connection there, but it didn't land at that. It must have drifted. And down below where it is, it's just all just shrubbery and stuff like that. So anyway, I'll show you the video. I'll go through my last flight with it. Okay, lessons that I should have learnt and lessons that I have learned from now on. You can maybe learn one or two lessons about this. You might not, but it's just such a silly thing to do, and it's totally my fault. First of all, it was a cold day. It wasn't a nice day. Shouldn't have drawn really at all. But I did think, well, the drone's all right. It's powerful enough to do this. But yeah, I made a mistake. So without ado, I'll get the video on and I'll talk it through with you, okay? And I'll show you how easy it is that you can just lose it, all right? Okay? Okay, everyone. It is a windy, windy day.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map. Take off.
Yep. It is windy. Fucking windy. Let's go. It is fucking windy. Come on. You see, at this point, I already knew it was windy. I'd already said it a few times when I took off. I went, first of all, I went into the wind, right? I just thought, I'll go into the wind now. And you can tell it's doing, if you look on the miles per hour, it's doing 3.2 miles an hour. I can barely get going, which is not good for the Mavic Air. It can usually do about, I don't know, 15, 16 in the wind, something like that. So it's gone up a bit, and I've gone on a little bit, just have a do out. I know I'm going into the wind here, so the wind's blowing against me this way, right? I'll just tell you now, it felt all right, and everything was fine. The battery did say that it was reduced a bit because of the cold. It was not, putting out the output because of the cold temperature. So, like I said, I went out. So I'll just show you a bit now when I went out. I'm going at 4.3, and I'm only down a little bit. I'm not high up at all. It won't go any faster than this. So this is it. I should have known then. I should have just come back then, and that's what I was going to do. I'll cut it now to show you when I come back, okay? And then you'll see what I did. This is my mistake. Okay, I start turning around about now. It's about 1,000 feet out, and I'm thinking, right, okay, I'll come back now. I've done enough. I'm on 72% battery. Everything looks okay, really. These people are just walking over the moors. So I look at them, and then I think, okay, I'll head back, all right? So I look at me, and that tower in the distance over there, I'm just before that tower. So I'm coming back okay because I've got the wind behind me now, so everything's fine. The wind's blowing me back, and I'm fine. I'm going at 37 miles an hour because I've put it in sports mode just to get it back quicker. And then, for some reason, I'm there, the car's there, okay, and I think, right, that's it. And then for some reason, I think, oh, I'll just go over here and have a look at this tower, all right? I don't know what it was. I thought, I've plenty left. I've 67% left. I'm fine. Bearing in mind, I was in sports mode now, going at 32 miles an hour. I shouldn't have done that because, like I say, high wind. I get that high wind warning there, fly with caution. That's the wind behind me still. It's not against me. So I think, right, I'll go and have a look at this tower. I'll just come round the tower and then I'll come back, all right? But this tower is on the edge of like a cliff. And believe me, the wind, if it's gushing here, it's even worse when you get over this cliff. So I think, right, all right. I'm ignoring at the minute, I'm so focused on that tower, I'm ignoring the warnings saying high wind, you know, fly with caution, fly with caution. I'm thinking my drone can still take care of things, you know, it'll still be all right. So I start going round, right? So I think, right, I'll come round now and I'll go around, okay? And it's okay, everything's okay. Now it seems all right, you know, I'm doing 4 miles an hour, but I'm doing it slow on purpose, you know, just so I can get round it. Anyhow, if you notice down below, it's all shrubbery down below. Fucking hell, there's just loads of stuff and everything. So when I get round this corner now, I start to realise it's more or less where these people are now. And I start to realise that, oh shit, the wind is something else. And I feel the drone, you know, I'm further back up that road. So I'm trying to get back now and I think, right, okay, let's get back. And I put it in sports mode now. And I try and duck down to try and get back, and it's not moving. It doesn't usually happen on the Mavic Air. I think it's the output was not so good, and I did think just ditch it down here. You know, I tried to ditch it, but as I go down, the signal goes because I'm losing signal because I'm going behind a rock kind of thing. So I'm stuck, and then it goes into return to home. So I don't know, I did press return to home for some reason. I don't know why, because it had gone higher. It was just a silly thing to do. So then it rose up again. So we're back on again. And it's easy to say, you know, you're stupid, you shouldn't put it in return to home. And I shouldn't. But I thought, right, okay, do I ditch it down here? But the problem was, because I'm up higher than this ground is here, whatever I do, bearing in mind the wind's blowing at me, I'm going to lose signal, so I'll not know where it is anyway, and that's what I was a bit worried about. So I thought, right, I'll just keep trying to get it back. So that's all I was doing. At this point now, I'm thinking, oh, fucking hell, I don't know where it is, and then I get this little glimmer of hope, and I think, right, okay, it's just not moving. I'm going 2 miles an hour. It's just not moving. I'm thinking, do I go and land it somewhere else, out of this shrubbery, or do I just crash it into rocks? You know. But it wasn't going to do it because of the sensors and everything else. So I thought, right, I just tried to fight it. Now the battery's got down to 39%. And I'm starting to panic here a bit, thinking I'm in full mode here. I take it out of sports mode a minute so I can just save a little bit of battery. And it's coming back in. I'm trying to wiggle my way back in. But it's not really happening. And it's hard to see because the sun's actually on me, you see. So it's hard to know. All I've got for reference is that tower. So I'm fighting. And I'm thinking all the time now. And then I get this internal storage, like that fucking matters right now. I had a lot going on and I just thought, I'm stuck here. This wind was getting worse. You know, it was just getting worse. So I thought, right, this is my last ditched attempt. So I'm going up and I think, right, okay, go home, let's get it in, let's get it going. And it's just starting to drift because I've gone up more. The higher you go, the worse it is. But I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, you see. Because if I go down, I lose signal. And if I go up, it's too windy. And this is what happens. That's your mistake. So anyway, I fight with it. And I know something's coming and it's going to be bad. I just think, oh, fucking hell, what am I going to do? So 21%, it starts to go into like, you know, it's not really fighting as it should there. Battery overheating during discharge, it's just not going well. And I'm thinking, shit, I can't get it back. You know, this was a really big fucking mistake. It was a big mistake. I think I've got a little bit too cocky. I don't know, not cocky, but I just wasn't thinking. I should have known better. But a combination of being above the hill and you going down and blowing away was everything. Anyway, this now, where it disconnects now on 14%, there's nothing happening. I can't fight it. I'm 1,400 feet away, nearly 1,600 feet away, right? And I can't do anything to stop it. Down there is just sheer like shrubbery, you know, like where hens roost and stuff like that. It's just, it's a needle haystack thing. And behind me is just fields, farmers' fields all over the place. This was the last time now, after this, after the panic and everything else, that I lost signal, and then that was fucking it. This is it. Drone's fucked. And I did think I could get it. I did try to land it, you know. I tried to land it. As you can see there, I did put landing on it. So it should have landed. But I don't know what happened to it. I really don't. It is fucking lost, I know that much. I've tried to look for it. I've looked and I've looked and I've looked around the area where it said it was, you know, everything else, and I can't find it. It was just a real bitch. So I panicked at this more than that rate. But again, that was it. That was it. That is the fucking end of the drone, unfortunately. It's a real sad situation, and I will miss it.